Welcome back to Power to Unite with Elvira. Napakasaya po namin dahil makakasama namin ngayon dito sa episode na ito. Walang iba kundi His Eminence Robert Cardinal Sara. Siya po ang presidente ng Pontifical Council Cor UNUM, isang charitable diskateri po ng Vatican. May dala po siya mensahe dito sa Pilipinas galing kay Pope Francis. Anong ginagawa niya at bakit mahalaga ang mensahe? Siya po ang tunghayan niyo sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
May maganda daw po kayong balita.
May biyayang darating sa atin. Hinirang ang ating bayan. Pinili ang bansang Pilipinas upang dito idaos ang 51st International Eucharistic Congress.
Dadayuhin ng mga Katoliko sa buong mundo. Magkita-kita tayo sa Cebu sa January 2016.
Sa selebrasyon na ito, maghahari ang pagmamahal sa isa't isa dahil tayo ay pamilya ng Diyos at Siya ang ating Ama.
Saksihan natin ang real presence ni Jesus sa Eucharist. Yan ang misa ng mundo.
Pinakamalaking pagsasama ng mga mananampalataya. Pagtulong-tulungan natin para may sakatuparan.
Mula sa ating munting kakayahan, may handog natin ang pinakamalaking selebrasyon ng banal na Eucharistia.
Makapangyarihan ng mamamayang Pilipino, kaya natin ito.
Isang pamilya sa ilalim ng isang Diyos. Nag-iisang bangka tayo sa isang pananampalataya. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
Isang magandang episode ang matutunghayan ninyo ngayon kung dahil po makakasama natin walang iba kundi si His Eminence Robert Cardinal Sara. Siya po ang presidente po ng Pontifical Council Cor UNUM. So, thank you Eminence for coming over here to the Philippines. Is it your first time here in the country, right?
Not really. It's my second time.
Okay.
Yes, I came, I think the first time in 2004. Yeah, for FBC meeting or the bishop.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm very curious because you come from Guinea, you
That's
know,
right.
and then Guinea is in Africa?
Yes, Guinea is in West Africa, near Senegal,
Okay.
and Ivory Coast, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. It's mostly a Muslim country. About 73% are Muslim,
Okay.
and only 3% are Catholic. Yeah, but we live very peacefully together. Yeah.
What inspired you? Because you said 73% are Muslim, only 3% are Catholic. So what inspired you? Who influenced you to choose this vocation?
Well, I was very impressed by the generosity of the missionaries.
Okay.
He came to my village, very poor village. He lived with the population very simply, and I went to the school with them. He cured people. So this generosity touched me very much. So I said, it could be good if I can imitate this kind of service for the church and for God. So one day, one of them said, "Do you want to go to seminary?" Well, I said, "What is seminary?"
Yes.
He said, "It is a school, a special school, when people can progressively learn how to serve the Lord."
Yes.
So I said, "Yes." The example of the missionary was, for me, very inspiring. Yeah.
So you see Jesus Christ in that missionary.
That's
so
right.
that is very interesting. His example, his way of life inspired you.
Yeah.
So you must really be chosen for a reason.
Every morning, I went to the church, and every night, all the children were gathered around a big cross in our village.
Yes.
And the missionary was teaching us who is God, the gospel, the history of the church.
Yes.
So I learned from them that it is very good to be at service of the Lord. So that's why I asked my mother and my father if it is possible that I can go to the seminary. He was very hesitant in the beginning.
Yes.
And then said, well, if this is the will of God, please go in. So I went to the seminary like that.
And do you have brothers and sisters?
I have no brother.
So
and
you're the
sister.
only one.
I am the only child.
Wow. So the magnanimity of your parents to let you go, that
Yes.
was really something,
Yes.
you know.
They are very Catholic.
Okay. So they were already influenced by
yes.
their faith.
And every day they went for Mass. So I have been sustained by my father and my mother through prayer and through affection, you know. Yeah.
You saw Jesus Christ in that missionary. Is he a British, French missionary?
French.
A French
French,
missionary.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you speak French there.
I speak French, that's right.
Okay. So it's very, you know, because mostly I know it's either Irish missionary or
Yes.
American
We
missionary.
had some
Yes.
Irish, some from Switzerland, but mostly are from France. Yeah.
okay.
Holy Ghost Fathers. Yeah.
I said, you mentioned also you live in the village. Is that Guinean? How many population do you have there?
Right now, they have 15 millions. Yeah.
Oh, it's big
Yeah.
also.
It's not so big, but it's quite big country. Yeah. Very beautiful country too. Yeah, with mountains, the seas, forests, and so on.
You know, I have never been, you know, to that area because I have never heard about it. That's why I'm very surprised, Guinea. And, you know, I thought it's Papua New Guinea. Sorry
No, no.
about it. But anyway, it's very interesting because it seems peace is very well, you know, placed in your country, right?
Yes.
Because like now you can hear there's problem with Senegal, there's problem with
Yeah.
Liberia, you know, also problem with Ivory Coast. So
That's right.
it must be the faith that brings your country together. Because especially it's mostly majority are Muslim and
Yeah.
the Catholics Christian are very, very small. What do you think is the reason why you live and work harmoniously?
Well, I think I know Muslim praying and fasting every week.
Okay.
So I think we had a real good relation because Christian and Muslim pray every day.
Okay.
And I think peace is coming from God. So the way we stay together with God and the way we live together very brotherly,
Yes.
I think this brings peace. So, but I could say that peace is a gift from God. So, but religious and faith make people live together peacefully.
I'm very curious because you were not influenced by Muslim, but more by Catholic because of that missionary who inspired you.
Sometimes I have been, because Muslims are very, very aware that the importance of prayer in the life of man is very, very central. So hearing every morning, very early, the Muslim praying, so that influenced me.
Yes.
So I think I can say that even Catholic could give good example to the Muslim,
Okay.
but the Muslim could give good example to the Catholic too.
Yes.
So
yes.
the way they are praying, they are very, very keen to pray every day, and that would make, I mean, the relationship between Catholic and Muslim very peaceful.
From early age of 12, you joined the seminary, although
Yes.
you were very curious and said, what is that, you know, without knowledge. And
Yes.
then after that, you went to, you know, I read somewhere
Yes.
in the internet that you studied in the Conakry. What's the place? Yeah.
Conakry is the capital of Guinea.
It's a capital,
And
yes.
that's right. And stayed for some years, and then I went to Ivory Coast, where there is a seminary. I came back again to Conakry, and then in France for major seminary. I finished my study in Senegal And
So
I've been ordained on the 20th of July, 1969, in Guinea.
Yes.
Yes, and then sent to Rome for biblical study.
Yes.
So I stayed for 5 years in Rome and Jerusalem. So I traveled a lot,
Yes. Yes.
trying to find a way to reach God and to serve Him.
Imagine at that time, the sacrifices that you
Yeah.
have done,
Yeah.
You really follow the footstep of Jesus Christ where, you have to suffer, you have to really feel how it is. And then for you to really appreciate and feel the joy, of being with
I
God.
think
Yeah.
when we decide to follow Christ,
Yes.
then we need to wear the cross, to suffer. Every day when we say Mass,
Yes.
we repeat the death of Christ. So I think any priest can really follow Christ by wearing his cross every day. And it's not it's not suffering. It's really a kind of imitating Christ. As he said, if you want to follow me, please take the cross every day and follow me. So it is a kind of sacrifice that could sanctify ourselves and sanctify the church.
So now that you are, based in Rome,
Yes.
so do you feel that you are much more fulfilled now? You were able to do what you think you can serve the people in this way?
We try to be perfect. Every day we try to do what is better. But anyway, I think since I am in Rome, I'm looking to the Pope. The first Pope I met is John Paul II.
Yes.
A very a holy person,
Yes, true.
And then Pope Benedict.
Yes.
And right now Pope Francis. And this for me an example to follow.
Yes.
Example of service, of for sacrificing himself. So I'm very happy to serve the Lord in giving myself at service of the church. So and I have to follow some examples like the Pope and many other cardinals are very holy cardinals. We have holy cardinals in Rome. So we have many examples to follow. So I'm very happy indeed. I've been 9 years with Propaganda Fide as secretary and had good example from different bishops from Africa, from Asia, from America Latina, and so on. And the way they are working, the way they are serving God, was for me an example to follow too.
Yes, yes. So your experience very vast. Magbabalik po ang Power Tonight with Elvira.